It took one man in I think it's less than, or just about one rotational year, one calendar year, to ruin an NBA franchise. If you forgot, it was almost exactly a year ago, or just was exactly a year ago, that brand new Warriors GM Mike Dunleavy Jr. decided to trade Jordan Poole, who is not arguably, at the time he was, the best young piece the team had. It looked like he was going to be the next piece that after the big three, Steph, Klay, and Draymond retired, he was going to be our building block with Kuminga, Moody, and I think at the time we didn't have Trace Jackson Davis yet, but it was going to be Moody, Kuminga, and Jordan Poole that we built around. Well, Mike Dunleavy, the next season, came in and said, no more of that. I'm going to trade Jordan Poole. Keep in mind, this was after Draymond punched Jordan Poole in practice for no reason. Michael Dunleavy came in and said, I'm going to actually trade Jordan Poole and then pick up an old Chris Paul, who, to be honest, the Wizards were probably minutes away from putting Chris Paul from waiving him, putting him in free agency. So the Warriors literally had the option to possibly sign him for a veteran minimum. The Warriors said, actually, no, we're going to trade our best young asset for an aging Chris Paul, who even if Chris Paul was good, that is the last person any Warriors fan would want on their team is Chris Paul. This is like a 48-year-old Chris Paul that we just traded our best young player for, and arguably our second or third best player on the team at the time, if you want to put Wiggins ahead of him. It was Steph, Wiggins, and Jordan Poole. Those were our three best players at the time. And our GM, Mike Dunleavy Jr., said, no, we'll just trade him for Chris Paul so that we could keep the big three together. Keep in mind, Mike Dunleavy Jr. traded him just days after he said in his, I believe it was his opening press conference, that he, quote, plans to have him, referring to Poole, here for at least 4 more years. At least 4 more years. And then days later trades him for an aging Chris Paul. Bruh. Tell me why a year later, Mike Dunleavy Jr. refuses to give this man the contract that he wants, which basically allows him to walk away from the team. And now he's going to be meeting with the Lakers, Clippers, Mavericks, the Sixers, and I think the Magic, if he's still trying to talk to the Magic, I don't know yet. Which I get not giving him a full, like, max contract that he wants, considering that he's been playing, not the best recently. But, bro, if you're going to trade our best young asset and one of our top 3 players on the team at the time, just for the sake of keeping the big three together, just for the next season, for you to just easily give it up like that, what was the point of trading Jordan Poole then? We should have just kept Jordan Poole then and got rid of Draymond at the time. That's what we should have just did. And now, not only did we lose Klay Thompson, the guy that he traded Jordan Poole for, Chris Paul, is leaving. Oh, wrong thing. He's leaving. For nothing. It's not even like we traded him. It's not a sign and trade. We waived him. Which is literally what the Wizards were going to do if we didn't trade Jordan Poole for him. So we could have just picked him up on the off waivers anyway. But we decided to trade our best young asset for him so that the next season we could waive him for nothing. And it's not even like this frees up cap room for us, because it doesn't. We're still broke. Let's give it up. Mike Dunleavy Jr., he's a genius. He's a genius. Nobody could have done better. My freaking dog couldn't have done better. No. He's the best GM in the league. He completely blew up our team and our franchise, and basically this last season was a waste. We gave up Jordan Poole for nothing, but you know what? Good job. Good job. Give a round of applause. And now not only did we give up Jordan Poole for nothing, apparently the Chicago Bulls offered the Warriors Zach LaVine for a package that included Wiggins and Chris Paul. And the Warriors declined that trade just so soon after declining the trade, we could get rid of Chris Paul for nothing. No, that makes sense. No, it makes sense. It does. It makes complete sense. I understand that fully. No, that makes sense. 100%. And then I saw this. It says Klay Thompson feels disrespected by the Warriors. And then apparently Chris Haynes was the one that said, I believe the Warriors are probably offering him an annually low $20 million type of contract. Is he willing to walk away from that because he feels disrespected? It looks like he is. So Klay Thompson's walking. We lost Chris Paul. Which we lost Jordan Poole for Chris Paul, and now we lost Chris Paul. We lost both of them for effectively nothing, and now we're losing Klay Thompson in a sign and trade that'll bring us or 10th man at best. And then I'm thinking, oh, maybe we could get Paul George out of this. Maybe we could get Paul George out of this. He's not even visiting the Warriors, and we can't afford to just sign him. And then I also saw something that said we were willing to offer Paul George a max contract, but not Klay Thompson. If you're so bent over backwards for keeping the big three together, why are we not offering Klay Thompson a max contract? And technically, he's not off the Warriors yet, but he's not meeting with us. The chances are he's gonna get multiple offers to the point where even if we do offer him, he's not gonna want to be here anymore just because of how we treated him. We're basically gonna lose Klay Thompson for PJ Tucker. Like, are you kidding me? I can't, bro. I just can't. I swear to God. If we don't get Zach LaVine, Brandon Ingram, Paul George, if we don't get a starter level player out of all of what I've just been put through, I swear to God, I will find the highest bridge. When I saw we weren't going to keep Chris Paul, I was like, okay, maybe we could trade him for a decent role player. Now we're not even getting that. Can we trade? Are we above getting Jordan Poole back? Are we above that? Can we trade Draymond to the Wizards? Oh my God, maybe we could. If you get Jordan Poole back, then maybe we could talk about you sticking around as a GM. Until further notice, I want Joe Lacob to fire you by 8 a.m. EST tomorrow. I want you gone. That gives you 12 hours. Yeah. Mike Dunleavy Jr. I'm gonna buy one of your Warriors jerseys off eBay for like 50 cents and burn it pridefully.